I'm Imogen Caseborn. I'm Director of Learning at Epic. So we're an international e-learning and mobile learning company. The course I'm showing here is it's interesting. It's a course that was created for the UK government, and it was created as an e-learning course to be taken on a PC. To be taken on some quite low-spec browsers, Internet Explorer 6. It's highly accessible, and they found that people were in their leadership and management program. People who are really busy. This is a course about decision making. It's about how unconscious bias can affect your decision making, and they really like this course. It's been very popular, but people wanted to be able to access it on tablets and smartphones as well as on the PC. They requested it. People were coming and grabbing it, wanting to get it. They're busy people. They're on the move. They're on trains. So they really wanted to be able to get this content on their tablets and on their smartphones. And that's Apple, Android, and BlackBerry devices, tablets and smartphones. So they wanted to make it compatible for all of those devices. So what we've used here is a form of multi-device design, so that you've got the same course and the same functionality across all of the devices. And it's a mobile web app, so it tracks back to their learning management system, so that they can bookmark and come back to where they were. It's chunked up into really quite short little pieces, so they can do a little chunk here and there in found time, then go back to their go back to the course next time they have a moment, and it's tracking back and appearing on their accreditation. So you can see here, it's after you meet the tiger and decide what you want to do with the tiger, it's taking the concept of how we react quickly and make snap decisions, and then relating this to people in the workplace, so you can decide who you'd like to work with. I don't know, would you like to pick a person?
Myself?
Yeah. Who would you like to work with? Yeah. This guy here. Okay, so it's saying, okay, so why did you choose the person? Is it based on anything in particular? Was it a gut decision? Did they remind you of someone you know and like? So it's getting you to think about your decision-making process. You can see it does the same thing here. Feedback pops up in a slightly different way on the smartphone, so it's optimized for the smartphone. And then it sort of goes in and explains how some of this works. It's got a question here to test your understanding.
Do you have the platform developed, or it's how it's connecting to the LMS?
Okay, so it's a mobile web app, so it's a SCORM app, so it's using SCORM just as it would do if it was e-learning. Are you running out of you're good there. So it's using SCORM. So it's tracking in quite a similar way that SCORM would. So it needs to be online to send the scores back, but it can save them until it next gets a connection if it loses connectivity.
How difficult to localize?
So you mean for other languages?
Yes.
It's quite easy. We can pull the text out of the tool that we use and translate it and then put it back in. So we've localized quite a lot of courses. So it's not that difficult. I mean, obviously you need to do the translation, but once you've done that, it's pretty straightforward.